नासतो विद्यते भावो ना भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टो अंतस्त्वनयोस्तत्वदर्शि इभिः. Hello friends, this is the 16th shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Nasato vidyate bhavo, which means the transient does not exist. Na bhavo vidyate satah, which means the permanent is never non-existent. Ubhayor api, which means both of them are. Drishtos antastvanayo, which means seen and understood. Tattvadarshi ibhi, which means by the wise. So, in the previous shlok, Sri Krishna said that the wise are steady both in pleasure and pain. So, the wise actually are not too much carried away by the pleasure and they don't feel very sad under pain. And these are the people who are actually the ones who can attain immortality. Unfortunately, to attain this state of mind where you're not really affected by the ups and downs of life is not that easy. You have to actually develop the right point of view, and that is what Sri Krishna is telling over here, that the wise can distinguish between what is permanent and what is impermanent, and that's why they are able to sustain that steady state of mind in both pleasure and pain. Now, the problem that we face in life is that we are not able to maintain that stable state of mind, and the reason why we have that situation is because we are so engaged with this world that we think that this world is permanent in itself. Basically, we think that the pleasure and pain that we are experiencing are actually permanent, and this happens because we are too engaged with life to really have the right perspective. We are so busy taking care of this life, we are so busy basically interacting with this life that we think that whatever we are experiencing is permanent, and we forget that everything in this universe actually is transient and temporary. So when we are experiencing pleasure, then we think that this pleasure is going to last forever, and so we basically get lost in it, and sometimes we basically think that we will always be experiencing this, and so we become proud, or we become arrogant. So that's what we see generally in people who are rich, that they become proud and arrogant, or the people who are successful, they think that their success is going to be keep on going forever, and that's why their behavior changes. Similarly, those people who are experiencing pain right now, they think that their pain is going to be lasting forever, and in that situation those people then become depressed and they lose all hope. Many of these people actually who lose all this hope then even commit suicide just to end the pain that they are feeling, because they think that by performing suicide or by dying their pain is going to end. But the people who have the right understanding of this universe, they really know that these pleasure and pain are both temporary, and they are actually not the opposites but just a grade, in that sense that the absence of pleasure actually is pain and the absence of pain is pleasure. So that kind of an attitude is something that we are not able to develop, and that is the reason why we face so many problems in our life, because we are looking for permanence as such, and we are looking for permanence in pleasure itself. We want to feel pleasure all the time, and we don't want to feel pain all the time, and we want it to be permanent. The problem, although, is that we are seeking all of that in this world itself, and that is where our folly is. Everything in this world is temporary and changing, and searching for something permanent in this world itself is a futile task. I mean, you can even think of the picture that is provided in many of the religions in terms of the permanent pain, where you are told that if you will do good deeds, then you will end up in heaven, and in heaven you'll have streams of water flowing, you'll have all the orchards in which you'll be living, and you'll have all the pleasures of life over there. And that picture, that basically is showing the immaturity that a lot of people have, where they are picturing the same kind of world that we are experiencing over here somewhere else, and then we are thinking that that is going to be permanent. These people don't really realize that that is not what our nature is. the nature in itself is always changing. The nature is not temporary, the nature is not permanent, it is temporary. And so, even if you are given all those pleasures that are described in heaven, those things eventually will change because we are picturing the same physical universe over there. Moreover, our attitude is also like that, that if we are getting pleasure all the time, then that pleasure in itself becomes mute and we get used to it, and we no longer feel pleasure in that. And that's also because of this wrong attitude of really thinking that pleasure is something which is everlasting, or pleasure is something which is absolute, because that is not really the case. As I've already mentioned, and as Sri Krishna has already told, the absence of pleasure is pain, and the absence of pain is pleasure. And if you are experiencing some pleasure again and again and again, it becomes boring, and the pleasure itself dies in that, and so that becomes pain again. So those are the deep things that wise people realize, that in this physical world everything is temporary, nothing is permanent, but there is something which is permanent, which is beyond pleasure and pain, and which is beyond this physical world. Understanding that is the thing which will eventually lead you to calm down and attain immortality. So that is the main message that has been provided in these shloks over here. I hope I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.